Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be talking about self-care. And I have come up with a video series that I have entitled Self-Care Beyond the Bath. This is part one, the body. Now, I have already written a whole blog series about this a while back. It is a 5-part series. And so I thought I would use the video medium to be able to convey this information to you, because my intention of this video is to kind of remind you that you need to take care of yourself, because a lot of times I think we forget how important self-care is. People, when they think of self-care, they think of taking a hot bath, and they think of face mask, and they think of candles, whatever. And I think there is so much more to self-care. Although those things are great, there's nothing that I love more than coming home. And I don't really do the bubble bath thing, but I do face mask. I love a good hemp face mask, or I love like a really good homemade face scrub. Right now I'm using this watermelon face scrub that I got from a little store down in Covington. It's really good. I love it. But I just like to exfoliate my skin or whatever. But we can take our self-care some steps farther. So first, let's talk about the body. So we're going to be looking at ways that we can care for our body and nourish our body. But before we get into that, I want to talk about how much your body loves you and cares for you. Because your body does. It does everything for you. It's always trying to keep you alive. That's its number one job. It's always keeping you breathing when you're asleep. It's, digesting your food and extracting the nutrients and getting rid of the waste. It's always helping you when you have cuts and when you get hurt or bruises. It's always, coming to the rescue to start the process of healing. And it's constantly replenishing cells in your body, your skin cells, your organ cells, and also your bones. All of these organs in your body all regenerate at different times throughout your life, and also at different rates. And so your liver's filtering out all these toxins for you out of your blood, and your muscles are working so you can push and pull. Your joints are bending so that you can feed yourself and walk and run and jump. And this is all done on an unconscious level. We don't have to work to make any of this happen. This is just what our body does. This is just these subconscious processes that it goes through. And your body, guess what? It also knows how to communicate with you. Your body has wisdom, and it knows what you need. And all you have to do is tune in and listen to it. So it tells you when you need food. It tells you when you've had enough food. It lets you know when you're thirsty, or when you're hot, or when you're cold, or when you're tired. It also knows when you've had enough rest, and it'll let you know that you're feeling good and invigorated. And when you feel good, it lets you know when you feel good. And most of the time, we're ignoring the signs that our body is giving us. How would you feel if somebody you cared about so much constantly ignored you, ignored your good advice, ignored you when you tried to talk to them, and kept brushing you off? Well, that's what you're doing to your body when you're ignoring the signs and signals it's giving you. You'd feel disrespected if someone was treating you that way, and you would probably stop giving them advice. If they were, if you're trying to help them, you would probably stop, because they're just going to ignore you anyway. And we don't want our bodies to do this. We don't want to ignore the signal so much that we can't listen to it. We can't even hear it anymore. Sometimes people will take like these, let's say diet pills. You know what diet pills do? They block you from feeling hunger. That is the farthest thing from healthy. Think about it. Your body's saying, I need nutrients, and you're not listening to it, or you can't hear it because you have this blocker in your system. So we can't hear our body's natural responses if we're putting like these diet pills into our system, or these supplements into our system that block hunger. And while you may lose weight, that is not a healthy way to lose weight or to sustain a healthy lifestyle. And so, the reason why we want to talk about the body today is we want to feel good, and we want to elevate our mood, and we want to feel healthy and energetic, and we want to feel like we're full of life and vigor. And we want to be sharp, in our mental capacity, so we can perform at our highest level and be our best selves in life. And you know what? Losing weight will just be a byproduct of all that. Because to me, all of those other benefits that I just listed are way more important in life than just losing weight and getting fit. Although, if you do some of these self-care beyond the bath tips I'm going to give you, you probably will lose weight. But that's not the main goal. But it's definitely a good benefit. But the main goal here is just to feel good within ourselves, and to be able to be a good person and to perform at our highest level. That's my main goal with this Self-Care Beyond the Bath series and this body portion. Let's talk about how we can disrespect and abuse our bodies. So we can disrespect and abuse our bodies with processed foods, greasy foods, fried foods, salty foods, too much sugar. Sugar is so addictive. Oh my goodness. Every time I try to get off sugar, I realize what an addictive substance that is. If you can go even 2 days without sugar, to me, that's a feat. 3 days, it's really hard. And sugar is in everything. It's in ketchup. It's in creamer. It's in bread. It's in all kinds of things. It's in everything. These substances are just not nourishing your body. They're destroying your body. Because remember, your body has to work extra hard to repair all the damage that you're doing to it. And if you're constantly putting, fried and greasy foods and these processed foods that are even real food into your body, then your body's going to have to come in and start to repair everything. Like alcohol, it's got to go through your liver, and your liver's got to filter it out. And then your body's got to go behind that and then try to fix all of the damage that all of that's done in that particular organ, and any other damage that these processed foods and these fried foods and the sugar does to our body. And so it has to, redo everything. And when we put these foods into our bodies, we're sabotaging our vehicle for life, and we're sabotaging our health. So now, I'll be the first to admit that I eat all of these foods, and I have put all of these foods into my body, and I still put all these foods into my body from time to time, but I definitely don't do it as much as I used to, okay? In fact, I primarily will eat, proteins, fruits, vegetables, fats, and oils and seeds and things like that. And every now and then I'll have some processed foods or condiments throughout the week. But, my diet used to be nothing but fast food and fried foods and greasy foods and a lot of carbs and, candy and a lot of Little Debbie cakes and wine and cheesecake. And I'm talking about all the time. It wasn't just this once here and once there. It was like all week, this would be how I ate. And I did not feel good within my body. So I started to tune into my body. Like the next day, I would notice if I ate a lot of different foods that were just not good for me, or if I drank a lot of wine, or if I put a lot of cheesecake or cookies into my body, I would notice the next day my belly would not feel good. I would be bloated, or sometimes I would even feel sick, or I would just feel sluggish, and I just didn't want to feel that way anymore. If you're putting all these bad foods into your body, how do you expect to feel? Do you expect to feel good when you're putting all this junk in your body? No, you're going to feel terrible. So that's why it's important to feed yourself with these rich foods, because whatever food you're putting into your body, that's what your body is going to make cells out of. And those cells are going to become those new organs and these muscles and these bones and these skins and these skins and this skin over time. So my question is, Do you want a body made of fake food and wrecked by disease and sickness? Do you want to feel low energy and down all the time? And do you want to have toxins around in there? Or do you want a body rich with nutrients? And do you want to feel healthy and full of wellness and vitality and vigor? You know, that's the thing. Which one sounds better to you? You know, taking care of your body is taking care of yourself. You know, when I eat crazy, I feel crazy. And when I eat good, I feel good. So I want to give you a few tips. Number one is to throw out all of the junk food and alcohol in your house. Because sometimes we do not have the self-discipline to avoid it. So in order to keep yourself from sabotaging yourself, just throw out all the snacks, throw out all the sweets, throw out all the alcohol, okay? And don't go to the grocery store and buy more. And when you do go to the grocery store, make sure you have a list of healthy foods that you're going to use to make healthy meals with, you know? And if you ask me, fast food would be fruits and veggies. You don't have to cook them usually, and you can just pop them in your mouth for those times where you're getting like panicky because you're so hungry. You can grab an orange, or you can grab a banana, or you can grab a pear, or you can grab a tomato, whatever, carrots, and some hummus. That's amazing. But yeah, just make sure you fill your refrigerator with good foods so that you don't really have a choice. And it may not taste the best, and it may not be great for a little while, but that's fine. Your taste buds, they will change and they will accommodate your new diet. But actually, let me not even use the word diet, because diets aren't sustainable. This is not a diet plan. This is just, let's eat some real food, you know, let's eat some meat. Let's eat some, you know, some chicken and some turkey and a little bit of red meat, you know. Let's eat some fruits, and let's eat some veggies, and let's eat some avocados, some fat, and some coconut oil. You know, let's change it up a little bit. Let's just start introducing these new foods into our life and push out the old ones. You don't have to do everything all at once. You know, you can just, you know, let's eat healthy for 3 days a week, and the rest of the week, you know, let's try our best, and then we can keep progressing. But you know, one of the things I do is I make a weekly menu, and I have done this for years. I have done this for years and years on end. Every week, it never fails. I make a menu Monday through Friday, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Okay? Every week. It can be stressful, but you know, I've done it forever, so I know that you can do it too. And make a healthy menu. And you know what? You don't even have to eat healthy every day. Just do like a healthy menu of 4 days a week. You're going to eat healthy 4 days a week. And the other days of the week, you're not going to go crazy. But you're going to kind of like loosen up a little bit and eat a few things. But you're not going to like go overboard. So you can find some healthy recipes on my Pinterest. I'm going to link my Pinterest below. I have recipes for lunch and dinner, and I have recipes for breakfast, and I'll link both of those in the description box below so you can see those. So not all these recipes are healthy because I didn't make it for this, but most of them are, because I really do eat from all of these recipes. This is what I eat, and this is how I create my menus every week. So if you want to try it out, you can. It's got a lot of really good stuff on there, but don't freak out when you see bad stuff on there too, because I eat bad stuff sometimes, and it's fine. I just don't eat it all the time. That's not okay. Another thing you can do is to ask a friend or partner to help support you in times of weakness. This could be a spouse or somebody who lives with you, preferably, because the people who live with you are the ones that are closest to you and can knock that bad stuff out of your hand before it goes into your mouth. Okay? And number 4 is meal prep. I did meal prepping for a long time. I did it for when I was working a full-time job, because not only was I setting myself up for success and staying on a healthy regimen of eating real foods, I was also saving a lot of time during the week. So I didn't have to think about what am I going to eat, or I didn't have to fix it, or I didn't have to get sabotaged into, settling for fast food because I didn't have time to make something. So on Sundays I would meal prep. And the thing about meal prepping is sometimes it can get boring if you do like the same food all week. So I would do like maybe on Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday, I would have chicken, rice, and broccoli. And maybe on, Thursday and Friday, I would have a salad with some tuna. You can mix it up. You could do like turkey balls and some like veggie spirals made out of like zucchini or whatever. They sell those frozen ones at Walmart now in the frozen food aisle. They're already cut up, so you don't have to cut them yourself. Enough about food. I feel like I've been preaching this whole time, and I don't think people enjoy when you mess with their food, so I'm just going to leave it at that. Okay. So another way you can care for yourself beyond the bath, take it a step further, is to move your body. At least move your body 20 to 30 minutes a day. This is what I've been doing for 2.5 years. I have done nothing but work out 20 or 30 minutes a day. I rarely do more than that. Every now and then I'll do 2 workouts a day, and like in the morning I'll work out for 20 minutes or 30 minutes, and then maybe in the evening I'll either walk my dog, or sometimes after my morning workout or before my morning workout of 20 or 30 minutes, I'll go for a run with my dog or a walk with my dog. But it's just about moving your body. It's not even about getting fit. It's not even about losing weight, because it's about feeling how you want to feel. This is about, raising your mood. And so when you exercise, these little things called endorphins get released into your bloodstream, and they make you feel really good. And just the act of moving improves your mood, and it releases stress that can build up in the body. So it's not about getting healthy, and it's not about losing weight or getting fit. This is about feeling better in our bodies and feeling better as a person. And so some simple ways that you could work out would be walking or running outdoors or doing yoga. I love yoga. You could work in the garden, and I don't mean going around watering flowers and picking weeds. I mean like rake the yard, cut the grass, bust up the ground, plant some seeds, get the hoe out, that type of gardening. So you could walk your dog, anything that sounds fun and enjoyable. You could lift weights, which is something I enjoy doing now. You can find an app on your phone and pay for a fitness app, and you can do that for 20 or 30 minutes a day. If you don't have 20 or 30 minutes a day to work out, get up earlier or do it in the evening. I used to get up at 5 a.m. because I was committed to self-care. I wanted to have a healthy body, and I realized how beneficial it was for me and how important it was for me to move my body before work, because I worked in a high stress environment, and I knew that if I didn't get up and do some exercise, that the stress from the last day wouldn't be released. I wouldn't have endorphins in my body. I wouldn't be setting myself up for success, and I could potentially sabotage myself if I didn't, because after a long day of being at that office, I didn't want to do anything after work. So I would get up at 5 o'clock, and it was worth it, and I didn't lose any sleep. So just by getting and moving for 20 to 30 minutes a day can greatly improve your well-being. Okay, now we're going to talk about getting yourself some relaxation and some rest, because a lot of times we are just running to and fro and we're doing all the things and we're trying to push through, and our body's saying stop and we're not listening. So we need to listen and we need to rest. So when you are tired, rest. Don't try to push through it. Don't pour a cup of coffee and drink it. Just sit down and rest for 20 or 30 minutes to an hour. Carve out time in your schedule for rest and relaxation, because it isn't healthy for you to keep going. You must rest and you must sleep in order to properly function as a decent human being in life. And despite what society tells us, we're human beings, not human doings, okay? You deserve to rest and you deserve to sleep. And we're going to talk more about sleep in next week's video. And next week's video is going to be self-care beyond the bath. We're going to talk about the mind. So just a few things before I let you go. I wanted to let you know that you can follow me on Instagram. I'll be linking that at the bottom of the page, and you can use the hashtag self-care beyond the bath if you choose to do any of these activities today, like eat a healthy meal, or you moved your body. Just, take a little selfie or a picture of your food. I don't care. Tag me in it. Just use the hashtag, self-care beyond the bath. So I enjoyed my time with you. Thank you guys for watching my videos, and I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.